Hey everybody, it's Ken with AMN. I don't think we've talked since last year. I think it was like November. I don't think I made a video since then, because I last left you, I was heading to Reno, and then I was heading to Boston, and then I was headed to Atlantic City. That was for Thanksgiving. Yeah, guess what? That never happened. Ended up just going to Boston for the clinical trial. Everything else we canceled just because it was just probably the safest thing to do, and it was going to be crazy. So me and my dad had a good time in Boston though. We went and for the clinical trial, did the 8 hour, they take blood all day, which was kind of fun. I actually got a lot done in the hospital just hanging out all day, and the people there are totally cool. So we did that, and again, we're on the extension for the drug. We're expecting results at the end of 2020. They haven't put anything out yet, so I'm eagerly kind of awaiting those just to see what their thought process is with everything, if it's doing something, if it's not. And again, it could be too soon to tell for that matter. But yeah, so we did that. Then at Christmas was actually, I don't even, at the time right now with COVID and the holidays, and it's just, everything's just kind of merged together for me. We had a snowstorm here in Pennsylvania. Probably got like 20 inches of snow. So that was fun with AMN. I was able to walk through, and I had knock on all wood, I never fell once. I had to do lots of walking around because, you know, I don't want to get stuck, especially with my leg braces on, because they would keep you there and you won't be able to get out, and then you're going to end up falling on your butt. We didn't want to do that. So I did a lot of extra walking and stuff, but I made it. And there's a stump out here. I'm calling it a stump, but there's something in the ground that I caught twice, and I fell twice in the same day. Both times, went down on my butt, laughed, got back up. That's what we do with AMN. You fall down, you get back up, you laugh. That's all you can do. And so with that, it's just cold, and if you have neuropathy, when it's cold, everything just kind of flares up. And I feel like you know how we said about before, does it hurt? I feel like when it's cold out, it kind of hurts, like it does, like it's more achy. But I think after that initial onset, you know, my legs are back to how I normally feel. But really looking forward to warm temperatures again. And if COVID wasn't here right now, I definitely probably would have made a trip to Arizona. I went to Arizona the one weekend back in a couple winters ago, just for the weekend, and getting out there, feeling that warmth, that does a body good. But yeah, so I really have not too much else to report on. Again, I've been doing a lot of, I've been helping with, there's a couple other clinical trials that are coming up, and I've been helping with a lot of back-end research. I've been doing a lot of like interviews and stuff, and just trying to help, again, try to explain AMN, what it means to me, and so I've been trying to help that, doing as much as I can. I tell these people, I'm an open book, I can help you. I'll tell it all to you. Heck, the last call that I had, how we just say no TMI. I even went into some of the TMI stuff, I'm like, it's this is AMN, and there's parts of that, sides of AMN that aren't pretty, but you need to know what they are. And again, I'm still I don't have, I think way back when we first started making these videos, we had like the PP issues, and knock on all wood. And again, I don't know if it's just because the clinical trial drug, which I feel like helped me. I don't have like, way back, before I started taking the clinical trial drug, I'd have that, I'd get to the bathroom, I'm ready to rock and roll, and nothing happens. And how I always I remember I told this story to coworkers one time, I've got to think of happy things, or you have to think of something just to get your brain going, and then it's so crazy on how your body works, and then you can get things flowing. But since then, I actually haven't had many issues at all, and again, they still told me I had an overactive bladder, but I don't know. My brother, he had, I think it was there was something with that, but he was kind of undiagnosed too, but I forget what it was, but he didn't even care about it, so we're just, just going about our day. But so knock on all wood, that's still good, you know. And that they say about like bowel, I don't get constipated, which is good. I definitely eat enough junk food, so maybe that's the key to that. You know, the sexual dysfunction. I read that in a lot of articles of like the sexual dysfunction. I'm like, that can be taken in so many different ways. But, you know, mainly it's ED, you know, because, and that's the truth. I mean, while things are still fairly decent for me, like your nerves are shot. Like your nerves are shot from your lower extremity. So yeah, of course, your nerves are gonna get shot there too, and that is a thing. I mean, and it's one of those things that you can't really fix. You know, I think we've talked about this in the past, and I was even talking to the two women that I was Zooming with, trying to help with the clinical trial about this. Like, you know, they say like, you know, there's drugs, you can take your drugs, you can take to help your ed, and, you know, but at the end of the day, it's not, you don't get back to what it was used to be, you know. But, so yeah, those are the things of AMN that, it's the things of AMN that no one talks about. But again, I like when we have group calls through ALD Connect and a whole bunch of guys, we just lay it all out there because we're all dealing with it, we all get it, and, you know, it's good to have a support system. But yeah, guys, it's getting dark out here. Did I start this video? Was it light out? I don't know, but it's starting to get dark out on me. But I just wanted to pop in quick. I haven't made a video, and just want to give you an update. Everything's going pretty good. Still rolling with the clinical trial. I actually have my next MRI scheduled for the end of July. I'm looking forward to July. There's warm temperatures, so they're getting that started ahead of time. So, clinical trial or not, I'm still getting an MRI because you got to get your MRI every year. Take a look at the noggin, make sure nothing's going on in there. Hopefully there's something still in there. But so there you go. There's your Ken with AMN January 2021 update. If anything earth-shattering, obviously I will let you know. Hope you're doing good out there, and keep the feet moving. Until we talk next time.